What's going on, everyone? This is Trevor here for RSG, and with my crazy hair and this wild thing that just blows air everywhere, we have the X-Power A5. If you want to find out more about this thing and what the heck it's even for, well, you know what you need to do? You need to stick around. Alright, so I told you that if you stuck around, I'm going to tell you about this and what it is. And it is the X-Power A5, the bigger brother to the little brother, the X-Power A2 that I'll put somewhere on the screen here. That's right, it's the bigger version. What's the big difference? Well, that's only a 3/4 horsepower motor, and this is a whopping 2 horsepower motor. You would think maybe with the A5 be like a 5 horsepower motor. Get really going in there. I want to be able to snap some fan blades, which you'll be able to see with the stuff I'm going to show you when I show you me dusting out this computer. But that's a little bit later. Let's get in to the X-Power A2 or A5. My mistake. See, I'm thinking about the A2. Anyways, you get it. So this is my favorite attachment, the cone attachment here. Okay. Very direct, gets the job done. The original size is going to be like your standard vacuum hose kind of thing going on. Now it's got a little tiny port thing here going on. Let's find the hole. Let's find the hole. I found the hole. That's always a good thing. Right there, that hole is for when you're going to use the vacuum portion, because unlike the A2 that just blows, this sucks and blows. Yes, you can use it as a vacuum as well. I'll get into that. But let's look at some of the parts that come with this. All right, like the bag. The bag that's just enough to fit the parts, and if you try real hard, you get the hose in there too, because you're damn sure not fitting the whole unit and everything else in there. I didn't think they thought about that. Maybe they should have given you like a tiny duffel bag. I'm sure it probably wouldn't have cost much, but I don't care, whatever. It just stays in my room, but they could have put a little bit bigger back. Anyways, it's a bag. Who cares? So let's get into the attachments. So you have, let's take a look here, the wide nozzle attachment. All right, and then you just blow things with the wide attachment. I don't really like to use this one. My favorite, as I told you already, is that conical attachment. Seems to be the most direct, which you can then stick this on there and get the brush action going onto that cone that I had. Or you can use the traditional that every vacuum has, you know, thing, but you don't use this to blow. This is for the vacuum portion. Man, it doesn't look like real cheap, like the way that it's like Bose and doesn't really, it's like, I don't know, it just seems really cheap, but whatever. I probably won't ever really use that. And then we have our last attachment, which is this. This is a keyboard vacuum part. Now, I don't know why they really needed to have these extra holes. All I can tell you is don't try to blow using this attachment. Unless you use tape and just like tape up this hole, these holes here, you know, to get like a really fine shot down, like, because that's what that would be for. This thing is the most annoying thing ever, because you'll be trying to like, well, the next thing you know, you got like papers blowing all around your room because you got this basically shooting out the side. So I don't really like this attachment, but you can put that on, and then you can use that. And if you, I think you can take out, I thought you could, yeah, there you go. You can take out the little brush head there and use it like that. So I said maybe throw some like tape around there, and I might do that myself and make it a useful attachment, because as it is now, I'm maybe for vacuum, that's it. Which brings me to say, if you are going to use the vacuum, you use it on your keyboard, on your mouse, on your desktop, or whatever other stupid areas you really want to use it. I mean, personally, for your floor, you should really use, like, for real crap, you should use a real vacuum. This will do some bit of a trick, but not really what it's meant for. But do not vacuum onto the electrical components, because you can generate static and that can go zappity dap dap, and your computer might go by. Just done on that part, whatever. That part might go by. Don't try it. Just blow. You're going to blow on the computer parts. You're not going to suck on the computer parts. You got it? You got it. All right. Now, for the case, it's fine. You can blow and suck all day long. You're good. No worries there. All right? So, anyways, I got that point out. You get the idea. Now you know, just don't vacuum inside your damn computer or else you're going to run into a problem. Let's get on to the last part of that. So you have your extra bag for when you are vacuuming. Your extra filter that goes behind the bag around where the motor really takes in its air. And then this guy right here. This is just a replacement of that right there. So, what is that for? Well, that's to hold in also this piece and filter as well. But it doesn't need that much of a filter because we already have the bag in here. So, anyways, what this is, it would block the hole and you'd put this over here. Now, this does take in some stuff, but you'll see why I say it's not that big of a deal. But anyways, you take this out, remove this little piece here with the grate, and then you can unscrew this guy right here. Okay, and that's how we get to that back piece that's going to have that ring foam to filter that out. But now, I tried using this without this insert and just having this. I'll explain why. And I'll tell you my findings. So what happens here, this is for your vacuum when you're using your vacuum. I'll put it back in here. So you put it back on. You could do it however you could screw it. You could screw it back onto here and then put this on, or you could just put it in and then screw it all on, do everything in one shot. Whatever way you want to do it. So you would take off the hose from here, right? Now we insert the hose in here. So just like it would pull the air through here and come through here, now we have a vacuum on this end. All right. So in the meantime, you know what? I think it's a good time after this to show you, let's just do it now. We're going to show you me dusting out this crazy thing as I just let it go because I kept forgetting to buy dust off, and when I'd see dust off, it was way too expensive. And regardless, it's done now. That's all that matters. But let's watch me get it done real quick, and then we'll come back and I'll finish up what I'm talking about here, because I think it'll be my final point that I have to make about this, other than the fact of how much I actually do like it, because it does take care of everything. But let's check out some vacuuming and blowing action. So we have some sucking and some blowing still going on. Stick around there. Alright, we had a little bit of a mishap real quick. So just saying, be careful when you're blowing these fans. I actually hit it with my finger. So this fan is no good. It's snapped off. It's done. So be careful as you're blowing this out. But I'm going to swap this fan out with a different one. From where, I have no idea. Maybe I'll steal it from the old CPU cooler that I'm using. I don't really like it, but it's better than nothing. So back to the cleaning. we are back. I can discuss everything that I have to talk about with this thing. And the main problem with it is, now, I said that with this hole here, you know, good thing, you know, I was able to find the hole again. There we go. So the hole is meant to pull in more air for when you're using the vacuum portion. But you would close that and turn the little collar here to make it where it doesn't have that hole when you're trying to blow. Now, I'm guessing that's got to be for the increased airflow, because within a matter of less than a minute of you having this on, I would say a whole 30 seconds, the air is quite warm. I can still feel the warmth of the motor for having this thing on for a matter of maybe a minute and a half. It gets warm. You will feel the warmth in the hose. It may not be as hot as a blow dryer, but it's not cool either. I'll tell you right now, if I turn on a blow dryer and hold that little cool button, it's way cooler than this. Way cooler. And I'm talking instantly. This thing gets hot. And that's where I worry about this. I'm worried that this might break because it might overheat. It gets so hot, I'd almost have to wonder if the damn thing's going to catch fire. Now, I haven't read anything about that, and a lot of people have great reviews. Although there are people that are upset with it. Maybe it didn't last them that long or whatever, and I'd have to wonder if it didn't last that long, it's probably because of the heat this thing generates. It's not a joke on how much heat this generates. It shouldn't generate that much heat. Now, I forgot to mention you have two settings, high and low. I just use the high setting because that low. What are you doing? Is there a high and low setting on a can of dust off? No. So just put it on the high setting and just get the job done and get it over with, okay? But I don't know why. I'm just messing with you anyways. Just put it on whatever setting you want. But I don't care. I think it's funny to have two settings on there in the first place. Look, I just want to dust the damn stuff off, and the higher setting is going to get the job done. Regardless, doesn't matter. I think we've talked everything we need to about this. I love how powerful it is. This thing gets the job done. You could probably do just fine with the A2. But, you know, I'm like, go big or go home. It's like an extra, not even 20 bucks. I'll take it. Or maybe it was 80 bucks. Maybe it was 30 bucks. I'm like, hey, look, I'm just going to get it, and it's done. It's over with. I got it. Surprised there's not more companies to come out with stuff like this. There's one, I think it's called like DataVac or something like that. I forget what it's called. It doesn't seem anything that crazy. But anyways, I give this my thumbs up. But it's kind of got to lean a little bit to the side. So if I'm putting a thumbs up, the thumb is kind of like that, you know, because I want to give it a that. I want to be like up there, you know, give it an up. But I kind of got to go like that because I got to worry about the longevity of how long it's going to last. I mean, I don't mind if it's going to blow hot air. I don't care if it's going to blow hot air at my computer when I'm dusting it off. But I mean, why does this motor get that hot that I could literally probably blow dry my hair? That's the only thing I have to say about this. Other than that, I love the product. Check it out in the description below. I'll have the links so you can help me out with those affiliate links. And other than that, I think that wraps this all up. So, you know, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you go down, hit that subscribe button over there. Just make sure you hit that. Thumbs up is always appreciated. Comment down below because, you know, we like to chat around here. Let's see what kind of experiences you have with using dust off and stuff and freezing your hand off trying to dust out your computer. Anyways, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for coming around. Hit the bell button so you can see more. And for all those who like watching my videos, I'll see you next time.